Nigeria doesn't need this type of leaders. Peter Obi tackles President Tinubu for not visiting Benue, Niger. Good day, my dear listeners. Here is another interesting news that come online. As the presidential aspirant for 2023, Peter Obi tackles President Tinubu for the recent tragic killings that happened in Benue. Says Nigeria doesn't need this type of leaders. Say it tackles Tinubu for not visiting Benue and Niger. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has stated that Nigeria lacks true leadership capable of moving the country forward. According to him, for any nation to make progress, its leadership must have competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Obi, in a statement on his X account on Monday, however, said the listed characteristics can't be found in the present leadership of the country. In specific terms, Peter Obi called out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for failing to visit Niger and Benue State following the massive flooding and community violence respectively in the two states, which has resulted in loss of lives and destructions of properties. He lamented when a leader lacks compassion, human lives are treated as statistics, and their suffering is ignored. He added that in contrast to the action of President Tinubu, when similar disasters struck in India and South Africa, their leaders were quick to visit the affected communities and stand with the people. In his words, leadership of a nation is such that is either succeeding or failing. None can be hidden. There are critical areas of leadership that must exist for a nation to move forward, and these are summed up in 4 C's: competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Where these 4 are non-existent, there is no magic you can do. It is in the line that I have always maintained that we must move away from voting based on tribe and religion, and begin to vote for people with competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Because we have all seen painfully what leadership without these qualities has done to our country. Competence, because Nigeria today needs a leader who understands the issues, who has the knowledge, experience, and clear ideas to solve them. Capacity, because it is not a ceremonial position. It requires strength, stamina, and the mental energy to confront and complex challenges. And above all, leadership must be rooted in character and integrity, because without integrity, public trust collapses, corruption thrives, and selfishness takes over. But perhaps most importantly, we need compassion, because when a leader lacks compassion, human lives are treated as statistics and suffering is ignored. Sadly, the evidence is right before our eyes. Recently, we witnessed severe flooding in Niger State that claimed nearly 200 lives. with many still missing. Yet, not even a single presidential visit. This, in a nation where the scene of the tragedy is less than an hour away by helicopter. Just days ago, over 200 Nigerians, innocent men, women, children, and even soldiers were massacred in Benue State. Again, no presidential visit, no physical presence at the scenes of pain, no genuine national mourning, no leadership face to comfort the grieving or give hope to the people. Yet, we have seen what true leadership looks like everywhere. In India, after a plane crash killed nearly 200 people, the Prime Minister was physically at the scene within hours. My dear listeners, in South Africa, when floods claimed 17 lives, the president went personally to the affected communities, stood with them, and took responsibility. That is leadership with compassion. That is leadership that understands the value of human life. But here in Nigeria, we have normalized leadership without empathy, without accountability, and without a human race. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.